la 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 la.
La 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 la.
Beautiful, Matt. How very melodic of you.
Sister Act 2.
Is it really? How you feeling, Matt?
Nervous.
Nervous?
Nervous, yeah.
Why are you nervous?
Never done this before.
What?
Sat in a room.
Sat in a dungeon?
Sat in a room talking into a microphone that's virtually on my face. It is.
Get it right in your face, Matt.
Can I lick it?
Yes, you can. That was an 80s reference there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Or was it 90s?
Fair.
Who knows?
Is this the intro?
It will be.
It will be the intro.
I'll chop it up and
Oh, wow.
chop it up and make something humorous from it. Cut out all this dead air that the listeners know nothing about.
Wow.
And yeah, it'll all sound groovy, man.
Tell a joke,
It'll be
Chris.
fine.
Tell that one you told the other night.
How do you know? No, definitely not. No,
First edit.
exactly. That one's gone. Right.
Right.
We should get on and do a podcast, shouldn't we?
Shall we?
This one's a SNEWS Button podcast, so covering the week's news as far as pop culture, TV and movies and stuff is concerned.
Brilliant. I know nothing.
Let's just get on with it.
Yeah, I've
Cool.
got my research.
Have you? Did you read some?
No.
You didn't read any? Great, this is going to be brilliant. Okay, get ready for lots of me talking, folks. Okie doke.
Cue music.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the SNEWS Button show, where we do about 35-40 minutes worth of pop culture news. Then we'll hit a snooze button and probably whiz through a couple of other bits, and then, well, push the stop button and record another podcast, to be honest. But that's our life for this evening. Exciting, eh, Matt?
Sounds fun.
We've got a new podcaster with us this evening, Mr. How do you say your surname? Corrigan.
Corrigan.
Mr. Matt Corrigan, ladies
Or you
and gentlemen.
can just call me Matty Big Cock. Throwing it out there.
Is that your nickname from work?
It's hard to start your own nickname.
The opinions of many of the guys at work, right?
Oh,
No?
They're yet to find out.
Oh,
But they'll know.
it's a very friendly workplace then, is it?
You have no idea, Chris.
Where's that? Vestas?
Vestas.
You
We
make
do we
wind
talk about this
turbine.
stuff?
That's up to you.
Is this going to make it into the podcast?
If you want it to.
Oh, I don't know how much I can give away. I signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Did you? No, you
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
What? The company secrets and stuff?
Company secrets. I mean, I know nothing, but
That's interesting.
it's a very professional work environment where we all obey health and safety laws and do a fantastic job.
I suppose there could be competitors out there that would
Oh,
want your
there-
designs and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, there is, yeah.
Yeah. So industrial espionage
Yeah.
and such
Oh.
stuff as that.
And enough said, Chris.
Yeah,
Enough said.
absolutely. Give us those blueprints, mate. Let's have a look. So,
So,
we had a couple of listener replies to our question from last week, which we could cover now, actually, if you like.
brilliant.
So our friends at the Loot the Truth podcast, which is a gaming podcast, a local
Nice.
one.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
nice.
Hi, Loot the Truth. That's a quick plug for you.
Yeah.
You could do the same for us if you like. Thanks very much. So their reply to the is there such a thing as a perfect movie question, and what's yours and why, was, I don't think there is a perfect movie, but if I was forced to choose, I would pick the original Star Wars trilogy back to back, without intervals. It's the best franchise on the planet and off, and it's honestly created an expansive universe like nothing else can offer. So much extra lore to delve into and so many stories waiting to be told. There's nothing quite as phenomenal as the impact those films have had on my life. And then he wrote again and said, by the way, forced to choose. Get it?
Oh, very good, very good. Ha, 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 ha.
Topically humorous. Ha-ha. It was probably one of my jokes, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
what shit?
Yeah, well, yeah. I do get accused of the odd shit joke on here. But hey, I think I'm funny. I'm sure other people do too, don't you, listeners? Say yes, Chris.
The other voices in your head.
Do you have a perfect movie, Matt?
No, there's no such thing.
Okay, is there anything that's close for you?
Cool Runnings is up there.
Cool
I
Runnings.
do like Cool Runnings.
Well, it's the lucky egg.
Yeah.
Does it remind you of you?
It's endlessly quotable
Right.
and just a good time for all the family.
Okay. It is a very, very
It's a by the numbers pick for sure.
and a feel-good movie.
Very feel good, yeah.
Have you seen Eddie the Eagle Edwards?
No.
I think you should go and watch that. It's bloody good with Taron Egerton as Eddie the Eagle Edwards.
What's it about, Chris? Tell us more.
It's a biopic, mate,
Yeah.
of him becoming a ski jumper back in the 80s. Do you know about this guy?
Eddie the Eagle was a ski jumper.
He was, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Well done, Matt. And, but he was an oddball. And nobody wanted to train him or work with him or anything. And, he got through and did it. He wasn't the greatest in the world.
No.
But he had a bloody good go.
He competed at the Olympics.
He did compete at the Olympics. Yeah. And then...
so he was good enough.
He ended up a complete celebrity because of his character.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful film. Really, really beautiful. It's been out for a while. You can probably get it for free, if you know what I mean.
Is it true to the original story?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because Cool Runnings ain't.
No. Was there originally a Jamaican bobsleigh team?
Yeah, there was.
There?
But,
wow.
Disney just come along and did their Disney magic and...
Disneyed it up.
Yeah,
Put some ears on it. Sent it down a track.
Nice.
With an egg and John Candy.
John Candy makes the movie.
Was it one of his last films?
I'm not too sure.
Can't remember. Still, it's a good one.
Worth a watch.
We also had a message from our friends at Roll Tape, who are a local set of musicians, including one of our former podcasters, Mr. Paul Brown.
Don't know.
I don't know which one of the guys from them it was. So, hello, good evening to you.
Hello, Roll Tape.
Their stuff is linked. If you anywhere where you can find links on our bio, on our Facebook page, on our YouTube videos and stuff. Go and have a listen to their stuff. It's really, really cool. They've been on TV just recently.
Have they? What kind of shit do they play? Shit. I'm sure they don't play shit.
Well, they do all sorts of
what shit are they into?
Instrumental stuff.
Oh, okay.
So they're specifically, I think, targeting television and stuff. So
we're talking about theme tunes and such.
Yeah. Well, they've been on Hannibal recently, doing some stuff in the TV show, and
actually. Their music is used in the TV show.
Yeah, that's right. That's so they'll get rights from that forevermore, which is good.
Forevermore. They're doing all right then.
Yeah. Well,
and
there's another
done.
Netflix.
Support local talent.
Absolutely. There's another Netflix show that they were involved in as well. They had a piece of their music on, but I can't remember the name of something to do with the town. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, they said Schindler's blah, blah, blah. I can't even say it. Schindler's Lists.
List.
Yep. There's a lift in Newport called Schindler, isn't there? Have you seen that? The company that make the lift in the
Schindler's
brand.
Lift.
Yeah, the brand of the brand of the lift in our local supermarket in Newport on the Isle of Wight is made by it's made by Schindler. Schindler's Lifts, which is why I had the slip of the tongue there.
Excellent.
But yeah, Schindler's List. I've got to admit, I've not ever seen it.
What, the lift in town?
No, the fucking movie.
Me neither. So this is going nowhere.
Oh well, there you go.
I know it's in black and white, apart from one red coat.
I hear it's very, very good.
I hear it's very, very good too.
If somebody puts it forward as the perfect film, then it's got to be good, doesn't it?
It's on par with Cool Runnings at the moment.
It is. Do you want to know my one?
Yeah, no, you're going to tell us.
It's Arrival, Danny Villeneuve's movie.
Amy Adams.
That's the one.
It's only a few years. I haven't seen it.
Oh, mate.
I've been meaning to watch it.
It's very, very good indeed.
I've been waiting for that.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. Hawkeye.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Or not Hawkeye these days.
Well, what's he doing these days?
Well,
he's been kicked out.
He's probably Ronin these... Oh, have you seen the new movie?
No. Spoiler alert.
Okay, yeah, it's not a spoiler alert for the latest movie, because, well, you'll see why when you see the film. But, yeah.
I like Jeremy Renner.
I like Jeremy Renner. He doesn't get a lot of good press, does he?
Why? Has he got a lot of bad press?
No, but he just doesn't get much press.
Just no press. And as we say,
I suppose
any publicity is good publicity, so no publicity is bad publicity.
Well, no news is good news is what they say as well.
So what we're saying is any press is good press, but no news is good news. Is that where we're going with this?
I think so. So that was our listener question segment. That was entertaining.
Well, I felt we answered everything.
I think we did. We'll work on another listener question as we go through the podcast. We'll find something. Do you want some movie news, Matt?
Let's have some bareback movie news.
Whoa. Right. April has delivered...
been and gone.
April has delivered the all-time highest grossing month ever at the cinema.
Right.
So, yeah, people have never bought as many cinema tickets as they did in April.
1 month.
Yeah. Topping 1 billion for the first time ever in a month.
In a month.
Which is pretty cool.
Is that mainly down to Infinity War?
Yes.
So, mostly down to Infinity War. What else has contributed?
Overboard, the remake, Did quite well against Avengers, actually. It took almost 15 million.
And what did Avengers get?
Avengers took, we're now in its second week, and it's earned close to 1.2 billion.
Right.
It's crazy, isn't it? A Quiet Place is still hanging in there in third place as well. That's on a worldwide total of 256 million at the moment.
Not billion.
No, million.
It all sounds the same after a while. Billion, million.
But that was made on a production budget of 17, mate. So
they're
it's good profit,
rolling
that.
They're
Good profit.
loving it.
That'll be in the news later on. And then, just for relevance of stuff that we've been talking about recently, Black Panther's still holding on. It's in seventh. It's now got a worldwide take of close to 1.4 billion, making it the all-time number 9 highest-grossing movie.
Okay.
So it's taken the number 9 spot.
Is this allowing for inflation?
This is allowing for inflation.
We've done it properly.
We'll get to that in a minute as well. The Last Jedi did have that 9th place. That's now obviously been knocked to number 10, which means that Infinity War is going to knock it off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It'll be in 11th before next weekend, I expect.
I haven't even seen Infinity War, but it deserves to knock it off.
Did you not like The Last Jedi?
It was all right.
Okay.
You know, it was watchable.
What did you not like?
I had fun in the cinema.
Okay.
And then after leaving, I thought, well, but was it that good?
What did you not like?
It's hard to pinpoint, really, because it was enjoyable in the cinema. And that's what you're paying for, is the experience in the cinema of watching the movie.
As far as pure enjoyment is concerned, it's a good film, isn't it? Considering
little plot elements like
throwing away the lightsaber and stuff.
The whole thing of just hanging there. We've got a plan. Just stick by us, and then we're going to this. We're going to this planet round here, and that was the plan the whole time.
Yeah,
but we just didn't tell you for reasons.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So I'm gonna launch my own little escapade to try and save the forces. But we had it all in hand. We just didn't tell you. Yeah. Sorry. You didn't have to mutiny.
Very true. And it's a bit of a waste of energy, that bit, isn't it? But
it just didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense, you're right. There are several bits of the film that don't make sense. Like, I know people hate the dismantling of The Force Awakens, basically. Like, everything they'd set up. Like, who are Rey's parents going to be, and why is the lightsaber, like...
Yeah.
Got all the memories and things attached to it. Where has it been, and how did it get there?
And then what did we get?
He threw it over his shoulder, and it doesn't matter. And then we were told that her parents don't matter either because they were just drunks. Nothing at all.
We're just building suspense for the sake of it.
But it's kind of like it's self-fulfilling, isn't it? Because it's in the script, like burn it all down. Just they just went in with a wrecking ball, just destroyed everything.
It's kind of like we're just making movies to get your money.
Yep.
You bunch of cunts.
That does feel like that, Matt, doesn't it?
It does.
Like they're just making movies to get our money.
And after that, I'm not on board
Bastards. Are you not?
I don't think I am.
You're not up for Solo?
I don't think I am.
I'm up for it. I'm going to go and watch it.
Who's playing Han Solo? Who's the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy? Who should be playing Han Solo?
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Yeah, should be. Do
you think, though? No,
yes,
I think you think that because he's kind of charismatic.
Yeah.
And he doesn't actually look like...
Devil May Care attitude. He's pretty Han Solo-ish.
Yeah, but he doesn't actually look like Han Solo.
Oh, since when does it matter about that?
Well...
we want Idris Elba for Bond, but he's not white.
But that doesn't matter, though.
Why does that not matter, but this one does?
Because an agent's number can be handed to any person.
But I thought
Han Solo's
an
always
actor
going to
should be allowed to play a role.
Well, yeah, but would you want a black Han Solo?
Yes.
Isn't that just Lando Calrissian?
Yes. In fact, I want to throw it out to the listeners. Let's have a little listener vote. Would we want a black Han Solo?
Wait.
Wait for the response.
So isn't it... No.
That quick. The vote happened that quick. The results are in, and no, we don't. Shut up, Matt. You're talking shit.
In answer to your question, anyway, Han Solo's been played by Alden Ehrenreich. That's how you say his name, is it?
Who is he?
Have you seen any Coen Brothers movies?
Some.
Hail Caesar?
No.
It's the only thing I know him from.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a new actor.
You
want to see a picture?
I want to see him.
There he is.
That's Lando Calrissian.
No, that's Han Solo.
Wow.
He doesn't look a lot like him there, I've
No.
got to admit. But when you see him actually...
I'd rather Chris Pratt.
there you go. There's a little bit of a comparison of them together. Facially...
Right, so he's white and he has hair.
Yeah. That's about it.
Looks about it.
Anyway, look, this is not talking about what we're supposed to be talking about.
What are we supposed to talk about before we go off on tangents and have a good time here?
We had a bit of a thing on the show last night where we... last week, where we wondered what the world box office might have looked like a little while ago.
The what? The world box office?
Yeah, the box office totals, like the top 10 of all time. So I had a bit of a dig around, and I couldn't find any specific date stamped top 10s or anything like that. But I'll keep looking. But what I did find is the worldwide box office adjusted for inflation of all time.
Linking back round nicely.
Exactly. Number 1 is Gone with the Wind still.
Oh, wow.
From 1939.
It is a good movie.
I've never seen it.
Have you not seen it?
No.
It is a good movie.
There was talks of a remake, but...
They shouldn't do it.
Well, there you go. Surprisingly, at number 2, it's still Avatar from 2009.
Ah, bullshit.
Wow. Do you not like it either?
It was all right.
I enjoyed it. But you know what the problem is? Nothing's really ever going to be able to knock that off that number 1 spot. Not until they come up with another gimmicky kind of thing to get people into the cinema.
Because what sold it was the fact that he'd been working on it for so many years and it's a revolutionary CGI movie.
And he got the 3D really spot on.
Are you a fan of 3D?
No, not at all. But it's the one movie that I really enjoyed in 3D.
Really?
Then it actually added some elements to it.
Because 3D is so shite.
Yeah.
That I think I watched one movie in 3D and I was like, never again, it's not worth it.
The thing is, they went through that horrible phase of making movies and trying to push the 3D element. I'm just making shit movies, but expecting people to enjoy it because it was in 3D.
Because it's a gimmick, because they're, once again, after your money.
Exactly. Bastards.
Bastards.
But yeah, it was one film where they actually made a real solid effort to make the 3D worthwhile.
Yeah, and okay, granted, he's done that. And I watched it, and it wasn't that it was a bad movie.
Right.
It's just that, is it the movie that should be topping this list?
Well, I don't see why not. It's a kind of
because it's what they're
family
able to
romp adventure, feel-good kind of thing.
It's not going to top any greatest movie of all times list, but it will top the box office list. Yeah.
It shouldn't be that offensive to people. You know what I mean? It spreads quite a good message about how to treat people when you invade them.
Oh yeah, it's don't be racist.
Yeah, exactly.
Get to know the people on the planet you're invading.
Let's whiz through these. So number 3 is Star Wars, the original one.
Nice.
Number 4, Titanic.
Yeah.
Another one of his movies.
No surprises.
Number 5, Sound of Music.
I like it.
I like it too. I'm a big fan. Number 6, E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Yeah, I like it.
Number 7, The Ten Commandments, 1956. I've not seen it.
Never seen it.
No. Wonder why. Number 8, Dr. Zhivago. That's a good film if you've never seen that. Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
There are a couple of remakes of that, I do believe. Number 9 is Jaws.
I love Jaws.
I love Jaws. And then number 10, it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So we thought Disney must be conquering like the top 10 all the time, must have been conquering the top 10 all the time. They've got one in there, adjusted for inflation.
One.
And I suppose you could argue they've got 2 because they still own the rights. Now they know own the rights to Star Wars, but
they do. I mean,
they didn't earn that money, did they?
Disney.
What counts as Disney?
Is
what
it
these
just
days?
Disney animations or?
Well, yeah. So you've got Disney.
Cool
anything
Runs
that they
is Disney.
do.
It's not on the list, but it's Disney.
Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, Studio Ghibli for anything that's released over here.
True.
So, yeah, they've got a lot of properties to be playing with.
But quite a few on the list are Universal. So you got Jaws, E.T.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, you're right. Actually,
I mean, the other major film studio knocking about there,
Although was E.T. I suppose it would have been Universal. Yeah. So it wouldn't have been under Spielberg's Amblin, but that's like a production company under the studio, isn't it? So.
Well, that Disney can buy Marvel and then go, everything Marvel is now us.
Yeah, true.
And Studio Ghibli.
And Studio Ghibli. Yeah. Bastards. Not that it matters. I think it's only for distribution. I think it's just distribution rights. But anyway, right, comic book stuff. Let's talk about some comic book stuff, shall we? Do you like Luke Cage?
Never heard of him.
You've never heard of Luke Cage?
Never heard of Luke Cage.
Wow.
Is he related to Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat? No?
No, he's not. Unfortunately, no.
Not going to
do different colours for
do
starts.
the splits and punch me in the balls.
He probably could.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd want him punching you in the balls.
I'll take what I can
He's
get.
pretty tough. Super strong and bulletproof. Not 10 feet tall.
No. Was this another a shameless plug?
That was a shameless plug for one of my songs. Go and have a listen to my songs.
Go have a listen to 10 Feet Tall.
And Bulletproof.
By one and only Chris Q Music and Things and Stuff and Things and whatever you're calling yourself these days.
chrisqthings.co.uk, which is also hosting our website as well, by the way.
Okay.
Our podcast, by the way, at the moment.
It's a good song.
What, 10 feet tall and Bulletproof?
Yeah.
Thank you. I like it. I've made another version of it.
You
actually.
would.
I've made another version of it with a shorter intro if you fancy having a listen, because I realise it ticks on a little bit until you actually get into the song. And, well, it was just pointed out to me. Somebody was very frank and they were like, you need to get rid of that. So I did. There'll be a single version of it on the way at some point. So anyway, Luke Cage, look, for those of you that do know who he is, he's the black guy in the Netflix Marvel universe.
Yeah, okay.
Did you see Defenders or...
I didn't see Defenders. I watched the first series of Daredevil.
Okay.
It was very good.
Okay.
And
second season's all right too.
I've been meaning to watch the rest, but
I think you kind of need to watch some of the others for it to...
What, Jessica
Jones? Because they're going to be tying in a little bit now. But not necessarily, but I think when you get to Daredevil Season 3, it's probably going to start in a place where you're going to think, well, what's happened to him between then and now? Because he's going to wake up in a hospital right at the beginning.
Okay, I get you.
So that's Defenders that you'd need to watch. And then in order to understand who the Defenders are, you might need to watch the first season of Iron Fist and Luke Cage, possibly Jessica Jones. But I only actually recommend Jessica Jones. Luke Cage is all right.
You don't recommend Daredevil?
Daredevil I definitely do, actually. Yeah, no, you're right.
At least I can recommend the first season.
Yeah.
After that, I don't know.
Second season's real good as well. Oh, Punisher as well.
Punisher.
Yeah, that's good. Really good with John Bethnal.
Is he tied into the Daredevil universe much?
He's in Daredevil Season 2. He's a major character, yeah. Yeah, go and check him out, man. But Luke Cage Season 2 has got a full trailer this week revealing the bad guy, which is a guy called Bushmaster.
Are we going to start filming these and do a reaction thing like they do on YouTube? I don't watch
Matt
them.
reacts.
Yeah. And it would just be me playing face going, oh, well, that was all right then, yeah.
We can give you a VCR and see if you can work out how to use it.
Yeah. Press play.
But yeah, the villain...
Press the snooze button, I would.
The villain for Luke Cage, his name is Bushmaster.
Yes.
Which is
yes.
That's quite a good name.
Go on, Bushmaster.
Yay. Shaving it in all the right places. But yeah, he's a lot like Luke Cage, so he's like super tough. And yeah, in the trailer, he takes out Luke Cage, and that's something that doesn't happen, considering this bloke is like bulletproof and invincible.
And 10 feet tall.
And not 10 feet tall. He's very big. So yeah, go and watch the trailer. We'll link it on our Facebook page. Did you see the trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp this week? No. Oh, Matt.
No, I should have done my research, because I love Ant-Man. Ant-Man was a good fucking movie.
And this one looks like it's going to be a rip-roaring roller coaster ride as well.
Surprised that who plays Ant-Man again? He done very well.
Paul
Rudd, yes.
Rudd, that's the one.
He done well to step up.
Yeah.
And I heard they had to include a topless scene because he actually thought, oh, if I'm going to be playing a superhero, I best get myself in the gym, let's do some workout.
Oh, really?
And then because he'd done that, they was like, oh, well, you've made the effort. I suppose we best chuck in the topless scene quick.
Brilliant. I like that. But yeah, it introduces the bad guy in that as well, the new trailer, which is the Ghost, who's got like phasing powers. Okay. So he can phase through stuff. Okay. But there's loads of like...
So they're going to have to go subatomical again.
Yeah, that's right.
The one thing you never do. Okay, so that means we're going to have to do it then.
But it looks like he's also got a grasp of the giant man mode.
Nice.
So he's like spending loads of time. He's got a brilliant bit where he's like using a truck as like a skateboard type thing. It's very funny. And the Wasp.
And who plays the Wasp?
Bloody amazing. Evangeline Lilly?
Evangeline Lilly from Lost.
Let's find out, Matt.
Go on, then.
Hello, Google. Yes, she was Kate Austen in the ABC series Lost, which I never really watched. I know there's a lot of fans.
Oh, it started off very well.
It did start off very well, but it lost me towards the end of season 1, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's about when you should stop watching. I never watched the last season. And I've heard it was all a load of bullshit.
Yeah. It disappointed a lot of people. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't make it through.
Another review. Lost. Don't watch it.
There you go. J.J. Abrams is producing a superhero movie called The Heavy.
Yep.
But nobody knows anything about it, and I couldn't find any details online, great. So moving on. Swamp Thing. Do you know Swamp Thing? Moving on to DC, by the way.
Is he a thing from a swamp?
He is a thing from a swamp. He's a scientist specifically a botanist working in the swamp lands.
Wow.
Like, I think it was like the Everglades, possibly. And at some point or another, some guys come along because they want his research, and he ends up getting a load of this stuff that he's been working on spilt all over him. He jumps into the swamp. Boom, you've got a Swamp Thing.
Sounds like a very generic origin story.
Yeah, but there's a pretty good 80s movie.
Yeah?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
So let's remake it.
I seem to remember it being a bit tongue-in-cheek, a bit funny, though, if I'm not mistaken. Like breasts and balls jokes and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I'm watching it.
Stuff involving vines. That's very close to tentacle porn, but no.
Like hentai. Yeah.
But yeah.
For those of you who don't know what hentai is, just type it in, see what comes up.
Yes, it's not Cards Against Humanity, Matt. Everybody knows what hentai is.
Oh, brilliant. I'm glad we're all on board.
It's not like playing Cards Against Humanity with your nan and you've got to explain stuff. Yeah, but there's a Swamp Thing TV series coming. Basically, DC are doing a standalone streaming service for all of their TV properties. They've got Teen Titans coming, for instance.
Okay.
They've been doing Arrow recently, The Flash. This new Swamp Thing will be on there. So that's quite exciting because all their TV stuff is very good.
Oh, it's just their movies that are shit. Then.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
The TV stuff gets a really good following and generally very good press.
Well, that's nice.
It is nice, isn't it?
It's nice that they're doing something right. It's always second fiddle to Marvel, isn't it?
Well, it depends on your perspective, I think. I quite like the DC movie stuff, but not as much as I like the Marvel stuff, admittedly. But I don't hate it as much as some people that appear on this podcast quite frequently.
It's not that they don't have the characters to make decent movies, it's
No.
just they're not making decent movies. Trying to rush it. Just
Yeah,
calm down, Mark.
yeah.
Calm down, DC.
That's half the problem, isn't it?
Take your time, do it right.
Like, coming into the game too late has just made
It's
them go,
never too
I've
late.
got to do it. Oh.
Never too late.
Exactly.
Take your time, set it up properly, and then build it, and we'll all come and watch.
Yeah.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, man. Speaking of nice things, though, Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman and, well, now Wonder Woman 2. Have you seen Wonder Woman?
No.
That's a good DC movie.
Yeah.
Well, at least
It's not as terrible as the rest of them.
75% good, I'd say.
I feel like I'm saying no to a lot of these questions you ask me. Have you seen this? No. Have you seen this?
That's
No.
all right. I'm used to that. But yeah, the last 25% of the movie is pretty chuck away.
What have DC done to make me want to watch their movies?
So
it was.
Yeah, so
it was
that's
all
a
right.
hard question to answer that one, Matt. Positively, I've got to admit, but marketing campaigns, they were quite good. That aside, yeah, it's all quite dark and gritty and depressing looking, isn't it?
It's all a bit shit. A marketing campaign is all right, but when you fail to deliver, we're not going to believe them anymore.
Well, yeah, true. Anyway, look, Patty Jenkins, she received $1 million for directing the first Wonder Woman movie, which did very, very well.
Quite a small amount.
It is quite a small amount.
Considering.
And it's reported that with bonuses, that would have been closer to $3 million.
Still quite a small amount.
Exactly.
Considering.
Compared to what a male counterpart might have got. So this time around, there's been some ass kicking and she kind of refused to do it for a bit, played her cards close to her chest and they've offered her $9 million. Which is accepted by the looks of it. So we've definitely got Patty Jenkins.
Are we happy with 9? Can we push for more?
You're not our agent, Matt. Calm down.
No,
it's all right. But that means that with her bonus and stuff, she could probably expect closer to 14 as a final amount, as long as the film does well, of course. But which I'm quite sure it will, because I think people are quite enamoured with Wonder Woman, this version of her.
Oh, wow.
I don't mean like that, Matt. I mean just like the movie.
But she is gorgeous.
Well, yeah, this is true. But that's not what we go to the movies for, is it?
It's a visual medium, Chris.
Who knows? Shazam, the movie Shazam. Are you aware of Shazam?
Hold on. What are you saying?
Shazam is like the little kid that turns into a Superman type character.
No, I thought for a minute
it's
that
Banana
we
Man.
really got out of hand. And we already had the Emoji Movie.
Yeah.
And now they've taken the app Shazam and gone,
right.
let's make a movie out of that.
No.
Because we can.
No, it's not like Tetris the movie, Shazam. It's it's a little kid. What's his name? Billy something or other. Who when he eats a banana, when he says Shazam, he turns into the character Shazam, who he basically has all the powers of the old gods. And his name is made out of the first letter of loads of different old gods. So
What old gods?
Like Zeus and all of that lot.
Greek gods?
Yes,
Roman gods?
that would be Greek, yes.
What, Greek and Roman?
Oh, Greek. There would be Greek and Roman. They'd just have different names in Roman, wouldn't they? Because the
Would
Romans...
they?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
Romans kind of... Well, people say that the Romans stole the Greek gods and renamed them, but they didn't really. They just all happened to have loads and loads of gods for all the same stuff. And
Because there's a lot of stuff out there.
there's a lot of stuff, and you want a god of chimney pots and a god of windowsills and one of light bulbs.
Yeah, let's stick to the most common ones. You'd have a sun god and you'd have a moon god.
You'd have a god of printers. You'd definitely have a god of printers.
Who's never there. God of
so
refilling
you send your document to print and then you pray. That's what happens every time.
And where does it get you?
Most of the time, nowhere. Actually, rattling about inside your printer, getting inky hands most of the time, doesn't it? But Shazam, the child star, Asher Angel, has officially wrapped filming for his part in the movie. Not looking forward to this.
What his powers include?
What, Shazam?
Yeah.
Oh, he's super strong. He's like Superman.
So flying.
Strong, fast, flying.
And can tell you the name of any song ever.
Yes. Exactly.
Shazam. The movie.
The outfit looks fucking terrible in that film. And honestly, like it looks like he's wearing polystyrene vacuum formed muscles. They've like muscled up his suit and stuff. Is he a kid? No, the superhero counterpart is an adult. And
so who plays the...
It's like I say, it's just like Banana Man. It's DC's version of Banana Man.
So, what?
Yeah.
It's a kid who then turns into a superhero.
Yeah, that's right.
So are you sure they haven't just dressed him in a polystyrene muscle suit?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a different actor playing the Shazam counterpart, yeah. Whose name I should know, but I'm not going to look it up right now.
And we don't really care much anyway. Let's move on, Chris.
Exactly. There was a new trailer for Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
Wow.
Looks bloody funny. Go and have a look at the trailer.
Let's play it now.
Have you seen one?
Let's play it now.
Oh, you want to watch it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
On air.
We might get a YouTube hit or something for that. A strike, I mean.
Royalties?
Yeah, exactly.
How does it work? I don't know. Advertising, so on and so forth. Something to do with an algorithm.
It's all right, we'll cut it out. It's fine. Looks all right, doesn't it?
My nipper will like this.
It's got lots of in-jokes for people that have been DC fans for a long time, though.
Have you been watching the cartoon series?
No.
Well, my nipper has.
Ah, okay.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Cartoon Network.
But even, like, old DC fans and such like the Deathstroke Deadpool thing, do you get it?
They look similar.
But...
then so do Deadpool and Spider-Man.
There's a reason for that. Deathstroke is Slade Wilson... And
Deadpool is
Wade Wilson. No, Slade. It doesn't matter. Either way. Yeah, they've got very similar names. And obviously Deathstroke and Deadpool, they sound quite similar. This is because they were created by the same artist. And he was
to do with...
He was a Deathstroke artist, the guy that created Deathstroke, and he was fired by DC.
Yeah,
so he went to Marvel
and went,
and
fuck
said,
you guys, let's just do the exact same thing.
Exactly, yeah. But they made him into a jackass and, basically to take the piss. So, yeah, that looks good. All of these trailers are on our Facebook page if you want to go and have a look. Red Dead Redemption 2, did you see the trailer for that?
I've seen trailers for it. Is there a new one
There's a new one out this week.
There's a new one out. I mean, I've been watching them. I'm excited for this one.
It does look good.
I'm excited for this one.
It'll have to go some to get Game of the Year, though, won't it? Apparently, God of War is very, very good.
God of War's getting, across the board, outstanding reviews.
Right.
I'm yet to play it.
How long have we got until CD Projekt Red's next game? What's that? Because they're not doing another Witcher game, are they?
They're not planning on doing one anytime soon.
So what are they doing? Cyberpunk?
They're doing Cyberpunk.
Is it 2077? That's the one.
And if the rumours are anything to go by, if The Witcher 3 is anything to go by, this is going to be good.
Right.
But it won't be anytime soon. Not this year, maybe next year, maybe the year after.
They're talking about announcing it this year.
We're looking forward to E3, where we will get more answers. We have had very little. Just little bits, little tidbits released. And if you follow gaming news and if you follow any YouTube channels that give you gaming news, then you might get little leaks here and there, little bits of information.
Right.
But that's all. Nothing major.
Right.
Playing it very close to their chest.
So, I mean, it looks like it's supposed to be open world, right?
It's an open world
set in 2077.
It's an RPG.
Everybody's augmented, so you've all got different...
You don't have to be, as far as... because it's based on a tabletop game called Cyberpunk.
Right.
This guy created a tabletop game. It's quite successful. A lot of people have wanted to be making video games out of it for a while, and this is the first time he's accepted an offer. He's been working closely with them in the development of the game.
Bit like Witcher, then.
A bit like The Witcher.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. I mean, here was a studio who took an existing property and recreated it in a video game form very faithfully. And so all of a sudden this guy's gone, well, if anyone's going to do it, these guys would do it well. And so he decided to go with them. They've been working on it for many years now. And we're only just maybe about to learn more about what's actually going on.
Right. Cool. But there was, I think I saw a report the other day that suggested at least parts of it are going to be first-person perspective.
I think it might be all first-person, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest. But
I think I'd like to be able to see my character in this sort of game.
I think I would, because obviously you're going to create your own avatar.
Yeah.
And it looks like, from the way the tabletop game is set and the way the developers have been speaking, there are quite a few different classes you could be.
Right.
And abilities specific to each class, and obviously, so each character will be tailor-made to the way you play the game.
Right.
And you think, if I'm going to create a badass character in my own way, I'd want him to be... I wouldn't be able to see him walking around on screen.
Looking fucking cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So hopefully there is an option of that.
Maybe it'll just be first person in places where you need it to be.
Yeah, for example, during combat. If there's going to be lots of guns and shit in there, then, first person would be the go-to option.
How cool would it be if you would if it were part of your combat mode? So you've got some Witcher 3 elements, because I would imagine in Cyberpunk some of your weapons are going to be like blades and things that come out of your arms and stuff like that.
I've seen pictures they've posted on Twitter and that of just a wall of guns.
Oh, really?
For research purposes, yeah. So it's
so less melee weapons and more
possibly.
Right.
I'm not ruling out melee weapons at all.
Okay.
There's got to be some in there.
Interesting stuff.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It is going to be like The Witcher meets Blade Runner, in my eyes.
Cool.
Which sounds awesome.
Witch Runner. Blade Witcher. No.
Blade Witch Runner 3, the movie game sequel.
But I mean, if you've got all these different classes and things, that would suggest it's got replay value and stuff as well.
I'd imagine so. And a huge, huge open world.
Are you thinking?
I'm hearing huge.
Am I right in thinking you're playing through Witcher again, or at least have done?
I started to, and then I've sort of dropped off. But I did. Yeah, it's that good. Play through it again. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're playing through it at the moment?
Well, I started it, and I guess I got about 4 or 5 hours in, and I realised
that's not very far.
I know.
No, but we've had conversations. You're more than 4 or 5 hours in.
Do you think?
4 or 5 hours is just the White Orchard bit.
Okay, I did move on from there. So
you're halfway through the Bloody Baron bits.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true.
And those are good bits, and then there's loads of good bits after that. You should keep playing it.
I will. I'll get back on it again. I've just not had a lot of time for gaming recently. I've been concentrating on music and building websites and stuff, so I will get back to it. Life gets in the way, man. Anyway, there's another trailer here for a movie called Atomic Heart. I don't know why I put it in this section. That's also on our Facebook page. Go and have a look. TV stuff. What We Do in the Shadows, Matt. Have you seen What We Do in the Shadows, the movie?
No.
Did you see Thor Ragnarok?
Nope.
Wow. Do you like stuff that's funny?
Who doesn't? But everyone has their own sense of humour.
Do you like Flight of the Conchords? Jermaine Clement?
Nope.
Don't know either.
Nope.
Don't know him. Okay.
Nope.
Okay, this is a losing battle.
Just edit all out, Chris.
No, that's fine. It's fine. What We Do in the Shadows is a TV series about a group of vampires that live in a house together, and it's a sitcom.
So is it like Twilight?
No. It's the polar opposite of Twilight, except for the fact that it's got vampires.
Vampires that live in a house together.
Yeah. And it's very, very good. It's it's
like Twilight.
Yes, Matt. Just
like that amazing movie.
But
Twilight.
it's topically brilliant. Okay. As in, there's lots and lots of in jokes.
Is it like Friends meets Twilight?
Exactly. Yes.
Take the best bits from both. So
the humour,
everything from Friends, and then the fact that they're vampires from Twilight.
The humour is actually more clever than Friends.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think it is smarter than Friends. To be fair, more cleverer,
more
smarter.
clever. Not as stupid as Friends.
Exactly. Yeah, which I've watched again recently, and some of the humour is pretty close to the bone.
It was on Netflix. And I thought it'd be safe to watch this with the kids, wouldn't it? And then some of the jokes think...
There's a reason why they put this on after 9 o'clock at night.
Hopefully they don't get that.
Yep, absolutely. But look, What We Do in the Shadows, the TV spin-off, has definitely got its first season. Now, there were reports that this TV spin-off was going to be following the police officer characters that are in the story that come and visit the guys at their house, and the vampires don't kill them because they're their mates, sort of thing.
Are they vampires too? Is that the big twist?
No, they're not. They're not.
Spoiler alert.
Are they under the vampires' control, though? I can't remember. I'll have to rewatch the movie. I've only seen it once.
The vampires can control people?
Yeah, they can, yeah. Okay. They do that spellbinding thing where they,
suck your blood out and turn you into a vampire.
Just take a little bit and turn you into a slave, don't they?
Nice.
But yes, it looks as if it's going to be kind of a reworking of the original story. So it's going to be set in America, and it's going to follow, again, a group of vampires that live in a flat together. I think it might be set in Transylvania.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, possibly. Anyway, it's an Australian film, the What We Do in the Shadows, or New Zealand, sorry. It's Taika Waititi, who's the director of Thor Ragnarok. He's very good. He's very funny.
Is he?
He's very humorous, yeah. I like his comedy. Go and watch Thor Ragnarok as well. That's really good. But I definitely recommend putting What We Do in the Shadows on your watching list.
It's on the list, Chris.
Cool.
Writing it
I'll
down
send you
now.
home with some homework. Be fine. While we talk TV, Westworld. Have you seen Westworld yet?
Nope.
Well, that's got its third season confirmed as well for all the fans of Westworld out there.
Is it good?
It's very good.
What's it about?
It's about a theme park where all of the attractions are humanoid robots that look very, very human, and you interact with them in all the ways that you could possibly expect. And the theme park is split into different zones, like Disneyland. So you've got Westworld, like in the original movie, you've got like Westworld, Roman world. Oh yeah, medieval world, and I can't remember what the fourth one is, if there is a fourth one. We've not really explored outside of the cowboy Westworld in the TV series yet, but it's coming. But it is coming. There is stuff going on. So yeah, they've been quite tactical. It's HBO that make it, and HBO have been quite tactical, I think, in respect to the fact that they left season 2, left us without a season 2 for the best part of 2 years.
Wow.
And it falls right in the slot where Game of Thrones should have been airing. So, no Game of Thrones, but everybody's into Westworld. So everybody's still on HBO.
I see.
Next year, Game of Thrones comes back for its final season.
And we don't get a Westworld?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
That's what I'm saying. I think HBO, personally, I think they'll probably be tactical again and leave it for 2 years and say people waited long enough. Well, people waited that long the first time around, and they can wait again, and they'll have Game of Thrones.
And also, because obviously this is just a money thing, but also it allows, give them 2 years to make a season, and they can make it a better season than just churning them out one a year.
Very true.
Because they make them very long now, Chris.
What, the seasons?
Yeah, the seasons, yeah. It's an hour-long episodes. However many episodes you got in a season, it's a lot.
Westworld and Game of Thrones are both 10 per season, I do believe. So yeah, that's not too bad.
But the production value...
Production values are very good.
Yeah.
It's true.
So it's an effort to make them.
They've, I don't know if they've just started or whether I've just started to realise that they make movies as well. They're doing Fahrenheit 411. I don't know if you're aware of the story, but starring Jamie Foxx, there's a movie of that coming out really soon. That's an HBO movie.
Jamie Foxx?
Yeah. Do you not like him?
Yeah, well...
Apparently he wants to play Mike Tyson.
Let him.
Facially, I don't know if he looks a lot like him, but still, yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Nothing ever tells you what's going to happen in the Marvel Universe like, well, unexpected projects from its leading cast members. So Robert Downey Jr. is starting to rack up some movies outside of Marvel. So it might suggest that he's
not going to be in Marvel anymore.
That's it. He's got his contract ends.
First.
His contract ends after Avengers 4. So yeah, it might be bye Tony Stark. But
he's getting old.
But we can look forward to a Dr. Dolittle movie.
Do we have to look forward to it?
It's Robert Downey Jr. Come on, he's Mr. Charisma. And
who's the last person who played Dr. Dolittle though? Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, yeah. And Sherlock Holmes Part 3.
Oh, that's finally coming, is it?
It is. It's actually got a flag in the sand.
I liked the first one.
Yeah, so
the
did I.
second one was meh.
It's Guy Ritchie, no? The director.
I think so. Yeah. And the
you
first
can tell
one was,
by
the
the
first
fighting.
one, yeah.
Actually, you can tell by the fight scenes. It's
But the first
definitely
one was
Guy
good.
Ritchie. Yeah, it was. It was
worth a watch.
Yeah, true.
And Robert Downey Jr. had done a fantastic job.
He did. And
Sherlock.
what's his name? Who plays Watson?
Was it Jude Law?
Jude Law. Yeah,
Jude Law.
He's very good as well.
Who is very good in many roles he does.
Yeah, I like Jude Law.
Doesn't get enough credit, I feel.
No, it's true. Another person that doesn't get great press. But yeah, there you go. It all comes back around, Matt. Sherlock Holmes 3 has got a flag in the sand for Christmas 2020. Returning, we have Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law confirmed. But Guy Ritchie isn't actually on board yet, but we're expecting an announcement pretty soon.
At least in a production role?
Don't know at this stage, to be honest.
Do
but
we care?
Yeah,
do we care?
We don't really care, as long as it's a
good movie.
But it is going to be going up against Avatar 2.
Oh, wow.
Scheduled
Watch this
to arrive
space.
that Christmas as well, so that might just destroy it.
I mean, we've all seen Avatar, though. What else have they got to offer
It's
now?
amazing how many people diss Avatar, though, going back to our previous conversation. So maybe the sequel won't be as popular.
I don't think it will.
Who knows?
It's been a long time.
What about Bill and Ted, Matt? Do you like Bill and Ted?
Never seen it.
What?
I know, I know.
God, Matt. How can you have never seen Bill and Ted's
Keanu
Excellent
Reeves?
Adventure? Yes,
Doing
Keanu
what he
Reeves.
does best.
Doing a surfer dude type character. Yeah. It's very, very good, and I think it's probably really badly dated now.
Yeah.
I don't suppose when you watch it, you would enjoy it as much as you would have done when you were 12 years old.
So there you go. It's then that makes me think of the Goonies then.
Exactly, yeah.
Because I've never seen the Goonies.
Really? My God, man.
But then I have tried to watch the Goonies
what do you do with your
in
time,
my
Matt?
adult life, and it's not really something I'm going to sit down and watch all the way through.
Yeah,
it's
fair.
not aimed at me.
I completely understand that.
But for everyone else who has the conversation, oh, wow, I can't believe why haven't you seen this? Oh, well, I've missed the boat now, haven't I?
You have.
Oh, well.
So this movie is probably not for you. Bill and Ted 3 is officially happening. It's going to be called Bill and Ted Face the Music, probably. Well, the probably not isn't in the title. Bill and Ted Face the Music. And
probably Bill and Ted probably face the music.
Exactly. And Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter are officially returning. And it
Guy
looks
Ritchie's
as if
directing.
No. It's Dean Parasot. Is that his name?
Yeah,
Dean
Parasect.
Yes.
Like the Pokemon.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a Pokemon, yeah.
What, a Parasect?
A Parasect, yeah.
Oh, Parasect.
Evolves from Paris.
Okay, that's not that's not his surname. Parasot. And so it sounds like the movie, the premise is Bill and Ted, they're after like the exploits of their first two movies are like big super rock and roll stars, and they've not been able to write the one super song that's supposed to bring the world together.
Okay.
And the world is falling apart. So they go time travelling to try and find influence to write the song.
That's what
that
they
will
should
bring the
do.
world together.
They should just go back in time to right before one of these really good songs was written and then pretend they wrote
It's all right. Jack Black got away with it, didn't he?
Yeah.
This is just a tribute.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Gonna believe me.
We've talked about this.
We have, at the pub.
Did he actually steal the song?
Oh, no, it's just that it is based on Stairway to Heaven.
Are we saying that he went back in time?
No, he didn't need to, did he?
Because if you
Timing was perfect.
Yes. Well done, you, Jack Black.
Yeah, absolutely.
We love
It's
you.
the only decent thing you've ever done.
I liked Kung Fu Panda as well, Jack.
Oh, I'll catch it.
Jack,
yeah.
if you're listening,
I do
don't
like
listen
Jack
to
Black
Chris.
in
Don't
Kung
know
Fu
what he's talking
Panda.
about.
I do like Kung Fu Panda.
Pick of Destiny was a bit shit.
I've not seen it. That's in the news here, though, Matt, because there's a sequel coming.
Pick of Destiny was all right. Go see the sequel.
There is a sequel on the way. I've not seen the original. It did really badly at the box office and didn't make anywhere near its production budget back.
Wow.
But it achieved cult status on DVD, and loads of people spent money on it. And it got back its everything it needed to, made a profit. So there's a sequel coming. No, don't know when or anything yet.
Even though the first one barely scraped by.
Exactly. Well, if it made a profit, if it turned a healthy enough profit, and they're happy enough that it did do in DVD sales, not that that's ever going to happen
and
these
so
days.
we're depending on the cult following now
to go to the cinema.
Built enough of a cult following that they think they're going to make up their box office money back.
Movies are only really successful now if they're paid for, well, if their revenue's covered by cinema goers, I think, aren't they? isn't it? I suppose Netflix and streaming services and things do purchase movies, but it's a bit of a gamble. Well, it's all a gamble, isn't it?
It's all
about the money.
It's all about the money.
Money.
I'm not happy with it, Chris.
Fair enough. So yeah, that's coming because we like sequels. Sequels are good. Oh, speaking of another,
we like good sequels.
Okay, how about a Rambo sequel, Matt?
Haven't we had enough?
You just said we like sequels.
I said we like good sequels. You said sequels are good.
Rambo 4 was brilliant. Have you not seen Rambo 4?
No.
Oh my God.
Aren't you so glad that you invited me on this podcast?
I can see a pattern
today?
forming here, Matt. Rambo 4 is extraordinary. Have you seen Rambo 1, 2 and 3?
You said you were going to give me a reading list.
No, I said...
This is what we're going to be talking about.
Go and read these websites, and I'll pick a few stories from both of them. But instead you went to the pub. No, you didn't, did you?
No, I didn't, no.
You took your kids to the pub.
Yeah. The beer garden.
Yeah.
It's allowed.
Yeah, because there's a climbing frame and a swing.
Yeah. Climbing frame is just
not on the Isle of Wight.
Just the trellis next to the pub.
Yeah.
Going up the side.
Climb up
just
that
climb
rose.
up there.
Be fine. Anyway, yeah, there is a Rambo 5 coming.
Woo!
And it's set for a autumn 2019 release.
Stallone's past
next
it,
year. I'd say, looking at Rambo 4, I would say no. He was full on form. He was brilliant, and it was that. Honestly, mate, that film is so bloodthirsty. It's ridiculous.
Stallone sort of looks like now like an action figure of himself that's been slightly melted.
Yeah, true. Plastic surgery doesn't look good over time, does it? But this movie, if it's anything like the last one, it's just going to be a full-on gore fest. And apparently this time they're dealing with the Mexican drug cartels. So one of his buddies, while he's... Hey, ese. But
no, gringo.
He goes to visit one of his mates, probably in Texas or something.
Yep.
And his mate's daughter goes partying in Mexico and doesn't come back.
Oh,
so off John goes over
happens a lot in Mexico.
Over to Mexico to kick some ass. And it's him versus the drug cartels, basically.
And so he's just going to clean up Mexico.
Boom, you've got a movie.
What else do you need?
Probably an Indian remake of Rambo, Matt.
When you say Indian, are we talking...
A Bollywood movie.
All right.
Because there's one of those coming this year as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'll leave the poster tagged on our Facebook page. Go and have a look at it. It's bloody hilarious. There's not a trailer out or anything yet, but I think it comes along. It's later this year at some point.
Is it an elaborate joke?
No, it's not. It's actually happening.
Not even that an elaborate joke. It's just someone's
happening.
made a poster.
And it's even called Rambo as well. Yeah. It's a
Rambo.
Go and have a look at the image. It's very, very funny.
Rambollywood.
Rochambeau you for it. Do you like Monty Python?
Oh, yeah.
So, do you know what Spamalot is?
No.
Do you know what Monty Python and the Holy Grail is?
Yeah, I've seen that one, yeah.
Okay, so Spamalot is like the stage production of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Just borrows loads and loads of elements of it. Okay. It was written by Eric Idle, which is one of you guys from Monty Python. And he's actually going to be making a movie of the Spamalot musical. So
he's making a movie of the stage production of the movie.
That's right. Yeah.
It sounds very Monty Python.
It does. Do you think they'll do a making of movie of the musical
behind the scenes of the making of the movie of the
musical of the movie? Yeah, something like that.
Based on the original.
Look, it's coming. It's coming real soon. If you've never seen Spamalot on stage, you should go and watch it. It's quite funny. It's just quite nice to see people performing the songs properly on a stage and stuff. Unfortunately, I saw it on the Isle of Wight. I say unfortunately, my missus bought me tickets. Really great present and stuff. Enjoyed my time there.
The thought was there.
But Shanklin Theatre on the Isle of Wight is just weird. No offence to anyone that might be listening or anything.
It's a bit small.
But it's run by very, very old, very, very Isle of Wight people. And we all know what that means. You know, we live on a small island. You can work it out, folks. And
I don't know. Can we? What are you saying, Chris?
Nothing.
What are you saying?
They all had 5 fingers, Matt. And the cast, the main chorus line in the production, didn't have microphones. So all of the main cast were all really loud, and you could hear them booming through the speakers and everything. And then all the people actually carrying the tune, like the 10 or 12 chorus members, didn't have any microphones. So the audio was just fucked. Really weird. Other than that, it was a great effort, but yeah, that was a big bugbear. There we go. Anyway, That'll be the snooze button then.
I haven't heard anything, Chris.
Yeah, I know. I put it in post.
Oh, okay. Whoa, the snooze button's going off. Whoa.
Right, some quick bits then. John Krasinski says A Quiet Place, the sequel, may focus on other survivors.
Good.
John Wick Chapter 3 has started filming.
Good.
There's a new trailer for Terry Gilliam's The Man Who Killed Don Quixote.
Didn't know he's dead.
What, Don Quixote?
Yeah.
Do you know what the story's about?
About a man who killed a donkey. Is it like Donkey Punch?
No, it's not.
Nothing like Donkey Punch.
Nothing like Donkey Punch. So it's about a man who reads too many hero stories. So he decides he's going to become a hero and goes on a quest to...
Like Super.
To be Don Quixote. Anyway, like what? Super. Yeah, like Super.
Like Super.
Exactly. I think it was written in like 12th century Spain or something like that.
Oh, so the original Super.
The original Super. Peter Rabbit, that's getting a sequel.
I forgot that they had a first one out. Was it good?
The kids
Did you see
didn't take
it?
you to see it. Apparently it's very good.
Yeah?
The kids didn't take you to see it then, no?
No.
Hitman's Bodyguard, that's getting a sequel. Apparently it's going to be called The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Anyway, Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson are back on for that one.
Well, those are two big names.
They are. Have you not seen the first one? It's on Netflix. You got a Netflix account?
I'll be watching it tonight then.
Yeah, go and watch it. It's very good. Well, I say very good. It's good. Arrested Development, are you a fan? No? Lots of fans out there, though. They can't hear you when you shake your head on a podcast, by the way, Matt.
I thought that was more appropriate. We're sick of him saying no.
Arrested Development 5. Yeah, that's launching on the 29th of May. And for those of you that are fans, apparently Season 4 is a bit weird. And they just did something else with like the characterizations and split all the cast up and had them doing like random different things like throughout the season. So they've remixed it and re-edited it.
We love a remix.
And re-released the whole entire season, which is out this week.
So this is quite funky. They've done what? They've taken the whole season
and re-edited
just
it all
decided
together.
to re-edit it to create a whole new story.
According to the guy that, what's his name that makes it? Somebody Hurwitz. Doesn't matter. But yeah, he said it was a pain in the arse. Like it's taken a lot of...
Get it right the first time.
Yeah, this is true. You've only got yourself to blame. And there was a new trailer for Superfly, which is a remake of like a guy who works for a drug lord. It's like a gangster movie, and he decides that he's going to do one last massive job, funnily enough, and take out a load of money from the cartel, the Mexican drug cartels.
Is it like Heat?
Don't know. Does that involve a heist?
Yep. What else
With
involves
Mexican
one last massive job?
Oh, I see.
Loads of movies.
Oceans 11 and 12.
Yeah, and 12 and 13. Isn't there?
And probably 9.
Yes, they are making Oceans 9.
Yeah. The trailer actually looks okay. I saw it when I went and saw Avengers. I actually refrained from watching it before that, but it actually looks all right. But Superfly, there's a trailer for that. It looks all right. Looks pretty standard.
So it's not the rival to Ant-Man?
No. John Lithgow, who's your man from Third Rock from the Sun?
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Aware of it.
Okay. He's the head of the alien family in Third Rock from the Sun. He's going to be in the remake of Pet Sematary, Stephen King's movie.
Nice.
Which apparently is going to be scary as hell.
And is Stephen King involved?
Well, I don't think he needs to be.
No?
No. He probably doesn't even own the film rights these days. It was sold off a long time ago. That's why it's a remake.
Isn't he dead?
No.
He's not even dead?
No.
Stephen King, how are you still alive? Well
cocaine,
done, sir.
Mate. Just pickled himself with cocaine.
Cocaine?
If you can do that. Copious amounts of it, apparently.
Certainly try.
Yeah, absolutely. Apparently he can't even remember writing shit tons of his books.
Yeah.
Because he was so high.
But then why does he get so pissed off when people interpret them how they want making the movies?
This is also very true, Matt. Very, very true. Oh, dear. Yeah, and then when he tries to make them himself, they're just horrible. Happy Death Day, that's getting a sequel as well. 13 Reasons Why, that's getting a second season. Oh, there's a trailer for that. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. That's the Mamma Mia sequel. Great title. There's a trailer.
Yeah. Here I go again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
There's a trailer. Go and watch that if you want to. And The Yellow Birds with Alden Ehrenreich, who we mentioned earlier on, who's playing Han Solo, and Jennifer Aniston.
He's probably not a knob, sorry.
It looks very good, this movie. It's like, apparently, it's like this year's American Sniper. It's
okay.
War veterans coming back from the Middle East, but one of them doesn't come back, and there's a lot of intrigue and investigation into why he doesn't come back. and post-traumatic stress disorder and all this stuff like mixed into it. So looks very dramatic, very cool.
They better deliver, because if this guy's no good, then Han Solo is just...
It depends how good...
Chris Pratt is on standby.
Depends how good a job he does of playing the part. It's like Rami Malek. Do you know the guy from Mr. Robot by any chance? He's playing Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie that comes out at Christmas next year, I think it is. And or is it Christmas this year? Must be Christmas this year. Anyway, for both of them, I think they've both got parts there that if they fuck them up, people will write them off and disown them forevermore. And Rami Malek's very forevermore. Rami Malek's very, very aware of that, and he's been on like social media saying, please like me. Exactly. Don't try and shoot me. I'm trying to do a really good job. I realise this is the sort of position that this is the sort of role that could really destroy my career.
It's out of their hands in a way, because they're going to turn up, they're going to do their job as an actor, and if the film's shit, the film's shit. Yeah,
you're only as good as your director, I suppose, to a degree. And your director of cinematography. Yeah.
And all them other...
And your script, I suppose.
And the script.
But then again, if you're a tough enough actor, you'll
Danny from the script, you got a lot to answer from.
But if you're a good enough actor, you'll recognise a bad script and push the boundaries, won't you?
Yeah, but you never know how they're going to turn out. Well, good luck to you both.
Absolutely. Right. That's about it for the snooze button.
Nice.
Which is good.
Can we go back to
recording for ages now? If you'd like to have a listen to, or if you'd like to check out anything that anybody does outside the podcast, I'll try and find some stuff that Matt does and link that on our Facebook page as well. You can find loads of links in the bio on our Facebook page or anywhere where there are links below. So, like, for instance, if you're watching this on YouTube, then you'll find it there. Honourable mentions for Libsyn and Sticher for, I don't know, writing screenplays for Solo and
is that picking
Bohemian
up on the
Rhapsody.
Mic? Well done.
That does pick up on the mic. I'm sure that hand clap should be a bit slower, but...
You get one clap. You got the clap.
The clap. And, if you'd like to write in,
then this is the address.
snewwiththecrew@gmail.com.
That's not an address, that's an email address.
It is an email address. But please, write in. Let us know any questions or anything you have. Did we find a listener question in amongst all of that? I don't know if we did,
No, we didn't. Send us some.
That's a possibility.
Send us some listener questions.
Or we'll work one out before the next show.
Yeah.
And we'll post it online. So look out for that.
We'll make one up. We've got a load of things that we want to talk about. We're just waiting for someone to ask.
Exactly. Thanks for writing in, those of you that did. If that email address again, snewwiththecrew@gmail.com. Of course, you can tweet at us. Our Twitter is snewwiththecrew. You can find us on Facebook, snewwiththecrew, or you could drop a letter into Vesta's in Newport, where Matt works, and he'll pick that up. Won't you, Matt?
Yeah, I won't get it, but yeah.
Right, that'll do. Thanks very much for listening, folks. Say goodbye, Matt.
Bye.
Cheers, folks. Cheerio. Bye.